something I just can't trust. Okay, I'm gonna stop that, but I am so excited. I made it to Final 2. I never expected this to happen. I am just so elated. I've never done anything like this before, so to make it to the Final 2, it feels amazing. I'm really proud of myself. I did have a little bit of a hiccup last time we played because I was not expecting it to be a Final 2. I mean, I knew it was a possibility, but I just had to take an honest guess, and I was wrong. If I would have known it was a Final 2, I would have kept Hagar. I would have never, ever, ever left a pair like Meredith and Matthew in the game when it was a Final 2, just because, as we saw, they had a ridiculous amount of power on the first vote, and they would have voted me out on the second. So, yeah, I had to be a little bit scrappy at the end. I don't love having to rely on an immunity win, but I did it, and I'm here, and I'm going to own my game. So, you know, I'm a little bit nervous going into the final ascent. Matthew has been relatively inoffensive and hasn't really burned anyone. And I've burned people pretty badly. I've lied to their face. I've been extremely deceptive. You know, again, going back to Sophia, she was my #1 ally, and I voted her out. Even though it was kind of accidental, I still was basically the deciding vote that sent her home. Hagar, he had 100% trust in me, and I not only voted him out, but I completely orchestrated his vote. You know, Meredith and Matthew were convinced that Schneidman was bluffing, so if we put all our votes on Schneidman and he plays his one vote on Matthew, then Matthew's going home. So I had to orchestrate the Hagar vote. And then Meredith, you know, I was a sole vote to get her out. I think that she would have been okay with that, but she definitely has found out that I was also the one who orchestrated her vote back in the double vote out with JJ and Sophia, and the only reason I kept her was because I thought Hagar was keeping her. So a lot of lies, a lot of deception, a lot of betrayal. I'm worried I'm going to get a lot of heat. I am not used to having to talk in front of people, having to defend myself like this. I don't do this on a regular basis. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be, you know, I played so good so far. I don't want to fumble in the last rounds, but I just have to keep going back to the fact that I'm so damn proud of myself in this game. I played the middle and nobody found out. I don't know how the hell nobody found out, but I think it was because of my relationships and because of the way that the alliances were structured, that there was no cross-referencing. So, you know, I'm gonna own it. I'm going to stand up for myself when I need to. I'm going to take accountability when I need to. I'm going to remind all my people that I made close bonds with that those were genuine, and this is why and how I had to play the game to get to the end, and I hope people can see that and respect that. So we'll see how it goes.
What is going on, guys? Matthew here, and I did it. I made it to Final 2. You know, going into this game, I wanted to be like as upfront and honest as I could be, and still make it to the end. And in games like this, it's hard to do that. Like when you tell people to their face, like, I'm voting you out. Generally, that doesn't go well, but I did that a numerous amount of times this game, and I'm proud of that. And I'm proud of the game I played. I could have done better in challenges. I went into them being like, I don't want to be a threat, but then I realized like down the stretch, like, oh, I'm not good at a lot of these challenges, and I guess Kayla's just a beast. So props to Kayla on the challenges. But I made it to Final 2. That's awesome. with Kayla, who I've been aligned with since like the beginning. So that's super cool. Sad to see Meredith go. But let's break this down. This is a crazy episode. So we started with the first challenge, which was we had 2 bowls. We put them, I believe, 8 feet apart. And then we had rigatoni. So we had to go get them with 2 rigatonis, bring them to the other bowl. And then we had to, the top 3 advance. And then we had to take 2 pieces of spaghetti using my chopsticks and bring the ping pong balls to the other side. And the top 2 advance. And then the last one, you put the ping pong balls in your mouth and you transfer them. And Meredith ended up winning that, which was huge. We just needed Schneidman to not win. Schneidman really, or Kayla, because either one of them could have gone in this first vote. But after discussing it with Meredith after, I felt like it was better to keep Kayla. I know either way, like Schneidman and Kayla, they were the top, so they're probably going to win if they made it to the finale, which Kayla did. And I knew that. But like, with my game, I've been loyal to my alliance and to Team Adam the entire time. And I didn't want to change that up just like I feel like I should have some faith in myself in these challenges. Like, I know I haven't been winning and Kayla's been winning a lot, but these are like not like challenges that you can just be naturally good at. Maybe Kayla is, who knows? But so I was like, I think there's a chance, and like Schneidman can still win because he's good at trivia, and this would just be a complete W for Team Adam. And so Meredith kind of wanted to keep Schneidman and get rid of Kayla while we could, because Schneidman might have been easier to beat in the challenge, but I convinced her to stick with Kayla, to keep Kayla and to get rid of Schneidman, and we ended up doing that. And in my eyes, that was a huge success, because I think me being able to convince Meredith of that made it in Kayla's eyes better for her to take me to the final 2, because I was really the reason she even made it. So I was pretty pleased when she took me, and I feel like that was a big move for my game. I don't know how great my odds are against Kayla, but you know, I'll try my best. I played an honest game. I know who I am. I can take any criticism. I can defend myself. I can talk about the moves I made throughout the game. Yeah, so I'm excited. But with this last vote, it was Kayla's decision because she won that final challenge, which was a bummer. I guess I should break down that challenge too. So that challenge was a whirlwind. We started with a math problem that correlated to like a word puzzle. And I'm terrible at math, so I didn't get that. And I believe Meredith got that, but that just gave her an advantage in the next leg of the challenge, in which we were flipping a cup. And then once you flip a cup, you can stack it in a pyramid, and then you build your pyramid, and you take frozen peas, and you fling the frozen peas, and you have to knock over the top stack of the pyramid. And then after that, you get a rigatoni noodle, and you run up to it, and you blow on the bottom 4, knocking them over. And the first 2 to do that advanced to the next round. And I was able to do that, and Kayla also advanced. And so we had one final competition, and it was to build a pole with spaghetti and tape to reach a rigatoni noodle that was at the other side of our 8 feet or 6 feet, however many feet it was. I don't remember. We've done so many measuring tape things. And we had to get that rigatoni noodle back to us just using the spaghetti that was held together by tape. And it was really close, and I think if I had set it up a little different, I would have won that. But Kayla ended up winning, and I think if I won that challenge, I might have won the show too. Like, Meredith and I were probably pretty close, so might have lost the game on that, but I'm still gonna try my best. I still made it to the final 2, which is almost as much as you can do, so pretty proud of where I stand. I don't think I burned a lot of bridges, so I think I stand a chance. I think there's a good chance, but pretty stoked to be in the final 2. Excited to hear the jury probably roast me, but you can only roast me so much for being like an honest and nice guy. Like, I feel like I only really went against people when they were on Team Wendell. Like, I did turn on my own team. I'm not perfect, but I didn't orchestrate those moves, and I was still open and honest with Dixon when he was going, and there's a few where I was a little deceitful, but for the most part, I put a pretty solid, honest game. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you all for your time. Thank you if you've been watching, you've made it this far. That's awesome. Wish me luck in the final vote. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.